pulling into camp in Kentucky. Check it out. Bean fields, corn fields. Fixing to get on a big one. I got a feeling we're gonna get on a big one today. It's about 1 o'clock on Saturday, September the 14th. We are in the Bluegrass state of Kentucky, going after Kentucky giants. But we are certainly pumped. We, as in me and my bow, we are pumped to be in Kentucky, going after a buck in one of the southern lands of giants. So stay tuned. I'm gonna try to do as much self-filming as possible. I ain't the best. Never said I was. My main objective is to kill the buck. These videos are secondary. Just here to tell you. But anyway, I'm about to be pulling up into camp right now. Literally 5 minutes away, 2.2 miles. I'm gonna get changed immediately and go get in a tree. I should be in a tree. It's 1 o'clock now. I should be in a tree by before 2 o'clock. Waiting on this evening because we got showers kind of popping up around us. I think that there's a good chance we're gonna see movement right after the showers. I'm just fired up. That's all there is to it. I'm fired up. Deuces. What's up, y'all? So, we're here. Kentucky. Western Kentucky. First sit. On the acorns. There's a few handfuls of the yellow pellets of death out there scattered in the field, and he's on these acorns. I'll take that as a sign everybody's getting on these acorns right about now. They're dropping. Well, I've seen an armadillo. I've seen a groundhog. But I ain't seen a deer. It's about 3:45. A storm is moving in. Well, the rain's here. It's supposed to last about 30 minutes. We'll see. Alright, so pretty daggum good shower just came through. Had to put all my camera gear up. I'd say it's been lasting about 30 minutes, but it came a downpour at one point. You can probably still hear it. Right before the shower, long beard turkey, about 10-inch beard, 8-inch beard, his long beard, damn near dragging the ground. Went strutting across through there right before the shower came. So once this gets done dropping, the temperature's changed. It's feeling better. This might create some movement. It might create the movement that I'm wanting to see. So I'm gonna get my arrow back on my bow and get ready. Oh, I'm wringing water out of my jacket. No big deal. I'm just wringing water out of my damn jacket. I know one thing. I'm not going to be able to hear them. I'm going to have to lay eyes on them because they're going to be stealth in this. Everything's soaking wet now. I will not be able to hear them. Let's see what happens. He's working his way back out now. Big buck never came through, but we do got major clouds in the back there. Working this way, it's going to be storming on me in about 10 minutes. And it looks like they can feel the pressure's changing or something because they're all cutting out of here. Big guy never came through. So we're in a different spot today. There is a big buck that is cruising through here. Said to be bedding over here on this side. So maybe he'll cruise through. There's a watering hole behind me. So here's our layout right here. Trail coming in, old barn there. Here's that watering hole. It's a pretty fair size watering hole. They've been skirting around that outside edge. That's a bean field up above it there. It's hard to tell from here, but I can see it. You just can't see it good on this camera. But they've been skirting around the backside at the dam side of the watering hole and coming across behind that barn into the trail. Maybe he'll cruise on through here and we'll get a shot on him. I can tell you this. If I do get a shot on him, it's going to be a difficult shot to film. That's for sure. It's going to be a very difficult shot to film. It's 4 o'clock now. I'm just getting set up. So we got about 2.5 hours until it really, if I'm going to see anything, it'll be within 6 and 7. So it's 4 o'clock now. I got a 2-hour window to let everything settle down. We're going to give it hell. Kentucky, day 2. Evening sit. Let's see what happens. Jesus Christ, the birds just keep coming. I bet there's 30 birds down here right now. All of them looking for some of those yellow pellets of death. Not a tom one. They're everywhere. I got a doe in a pond right under my tree stand right now. Coming out into the trail. They're directly under my stand. Got some more moving in. Looks like a doe. Couple of fawns. Something got their attention over there. They're all looking to my left. There he is. Good buck. Good buck's coming in right now. Coming down that trail. Looks like a good 7 from here. He's definitely mature. By now you've probably realized that I made a decision to pass on this buck today. It's my second sit. I sat there with him until dark. Ended up getting somebody on a side-by-side to come down and jump him out of there so that I wouldn't get busted coming down out of the tree. But little did I know at this time that I was going to have another encounter with this buck. And we parted ways on that day in hopes of something better. All right. Day 3. Kentucky. It's the second weekend of Kentucky season. I think it's September 16th. All right, suckerfish, check it out. I ain't gonna bore y'all with this day 3 hunt. It was super uneventful. I had my own shadow in my shooting lanes for most of the day. I didn't have a very good wind direction for this stand. I wasn't sure of any deer in the area at all. Of course, I saw some turkeys because God knows that turkeys are on every square inch of Kentucky property. The turkeys it was unreal how many turkeys I've seen. Anyway, at this point, I'm a little frustrated with the sit. I'm a little frustrated with this particular stand and it being an evening hunt. Didn't see anything, not a doe, not nothing, until the only thing that saved this sit was the last 10 minutes of light. I had a little 4-point come moving in, and I sat with him until complete darkness. Could not wait to get started on my next day of hunting because it was going to be day 4 and a morning hunt. All right, we got shooting light now. I got a nice little flat below me. We chummed it up a little bit. Try to get him to stop. Because that tornado, it's super thick. I mean super thick. So we'll see how it goes. This morning, I'll take a doe if she pops out. And I'll gladly take a buck if he's the right one. You can see how thick this shit is. I mean, it is super thick. Broken trees everywhere. From the tornado that came here a couple of years ago. I'm gonna tell you one thing Kentucky is not short of, and that is damn turkeys. Jesus, I've seen more turkeys than I have anything. I've seen more turkeys here than I have in Tennessee. And I didn't think I'd say that. Them son bitches are everywhere, even here. I ain't had no sign of no deer, nothing, but I can hear the damn turkeys. So, we're gonna give it hell for another hour or so. Something might pop on out. Alright. So we are on day 4, evening hunt. It's like 4 o'clock. I'm set up over a dried creek bed. So I got a dried creek bed right below me. I've got a small food plot, clover field, 60 or 70 yards up, and I can't really monitor it real good. There's a lot of limbs and still a lot of green on the trees between me and it, but they funnel through here and go up into that food plot. I'm right on the edge of the property line. I got wind in my face. And I'm hoping this evening we send an arrow at something. Because I'm not afraid to punch a doe tag. Every time, every sit, I've seen deer. So I imagine today's going to be no different this evening. I think that I'll see deer, whether they come into the food plot first, whether they hit this creek bed, or if they come from behind me. I don't think they'll come from the east over here as much. I think they'll come from north and west. So we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed we get to send an arrow at something. I'm pretty much all hyped up on Red Bull. I think I've already had 3 in the past hour and a half. Got up in the stand. It's still hot. That wind feels good, but it's still hot. We'll see what happens. I do know on this particular farm right here, it's about 450 acres or so. There is another hunter on the far back of it, and he's after a pretty decent 10 point, which could pop up on me right here. He's also filming My World Outdoors. Brandon Adams is his name, BA. So he's here filming on this same farm. We'll see what happens. Me personally, like I said, I'll send an arrow at a couple of does right now. We'll just wait until that time comes, see what happens. Like, if she came through right now, I would seriously think about it. these things usually pass through, so it hammered into her pretty good, though. I seen it sticking out the side of her. And I think it still happened early enough that if that buck woke up, or if he comes from a different direction, the commotion wouldn't have stopped him from coming. Now I just got to get down and find her before the bobcat does. I was hoping that bobcat would come in here. Because I was going to shoot the piss out of it. That's like the second or third bobcat that's done been seen. Yeah, I seen it come walking up that trail. Looked like a damn pit bull coming. It's a big cat. Day 5 in Kentucky. I got a morning sit. I'm in a persimmon tree right now. Day 5, evening sit. Morning sit was pretty shitty. I did see one deer body back in the woods behind me. Nothing crazy. Nothing came out in front of me. Did take a doe yesterday. It's at my back right now, which is wrong. I'm in a good spot. I'm in the same spot that I hunted Sunday evening, where I've seen the biggest buck and where one of the biggest bucks on camera has been photographed often, which there's no cameras up, not been any up in like 3 weeks. But anyway, what's crazy is there's a little barn just right behind me. Let's see. Yeah. So that right there is a little barn roof. I come in at 15 yards, lock my bow, step back out to check my lane. As I'm doing that, little buck bust through the barn. He was up in the barn, bedded down. Bust through this old barn. Scared the living shit out of me, man. I thought somebody was in there hiding. He busted up about 30 yards, turned around and looked, never blew. Just went on about his business. I might see him again. So, but that was crazy. I've never had one bust through a barn on me like that. Anyway, I'm gonna give this a sit this evening. This is my last evening. Once I get done, I'll go back to camp, put my stuff in my truck, and I'll start heading back to Nashville, or Cheatham County, at least. I'll be heading back to Cheatham County. So anyway, what time is it? 3:35. It's my last 3.5 hours for this hunt in Kentucky. Don't know when I'll be able to come back if I don't kill a buck in the next 3.5 hours. Then I'll try to hunt it another time or two this year from different location though, central Kentucky, but I got 3.5 hours to get it done. So with that being said, I get it, man. A lot of people will be like, oh, whatever, dude. Last day of a hunt. I ain't gonna say standards drop, but I do get an itchy trigger finger. So I'm liable to draw back on something that I wouldn't have. Maybe I'll get better about it. Maybe I just like killing shit. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna chill out, sit back and cool off. I got to sweating a little bit, kind of setting everything up. So I'll try to cool off, get this aired out a piece, and get ready for the next 3.5 hours. The only one that I give a shit about is the last 45 minutes. Smoked him. Smoked his ass. Kentucky tag punched, baby. Now, I had a short history with this buck. I was fired up that he came back around on the last day of the last sit and gave me another opportunity. That beast broadhead cut right through him. It was a 22-yard shot. My apologies, I didn't get the actual kill shot. I had another camera going, or at least what I thought was going, when that buck wrapped around the pond there and came in behind the barn. Thought it was going the whole time. I was crushed to see that it didn't happen, but at the end of the day, I got the job done. Thanks Tad, Ladd, Kentucky Whitetails for an amazing hunt.